I thought he was 40.
He looked 40, but he don't fight like he's 40. He fight like he's 27.
Nah, he fight like he's 40 because he fight like he know what he doing. Into this UFC fight night, Derrick Lewis versus Sergey. And, you know, Derrick Lewis, he has the record for the most knockouts in heavyweight history. Or UFC history, huh?
I want to say heavyweights.
Oh, let's see. Well,
I'm going to tell you one thing. He coming off one loss to one Sergey. So don't make it two.
Well, it might be two because I hate to say this, man, but the Tuivasa loss and the Sergey Pavlovich loss,
unnecessary losses.
They just look like, I don't know, man. It just looked like Derrick was really out. Like, it looked like he was really done. And people could say this was an early stoppage. But you go back and look at that fight, man. Derrick was done, bro.
I don't think so. Then the way he fell, he recovered. But when the fighter fall face forward, they out of it. That's not natural.
You can't be going back but falling forward at the same time. And this man is swinging at you. Like, it's just bad for optics. I know he plays this game of playing coy and then striking. Look, at the end of the day, man, the referee is seeing that, and it looks bad.
And not that, but he also got caught coming in too, which I don't know why Derrick does that. I understand you throw one punch, but for him, he got sloppy. He was throwing punches like with his hands down and got countered. That was unnecessary loss he has against Sergey. But then the fact that he got countered and he fell forward, that was a great stoppage.
And then the Tuivasa, when he was winning, he hurt Ty, got elbowed out of nowhere and knocked out. I'm like,
that fight, something was off. He was in Houston.
Yeah, he was nervous.
Yeah, so I mean, but he had a couple in a row where he just was off.
I mean, the Ty one, it's hard to hold that one against him too much just because Ty went on to fight for a #1 contender fight. I think Ty is actually fighting. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But the Sergey Pavlovich, that whole 55 seconds was just weird. Because I was looking to see, like, was the Tuivasa loss? Is he going to shake back? Like, what's he going to do? The 55 seconds didn't do a lot of good as far as me seeing what's next for Derrick. It just kind of made me have more questions and concerns. More concerns than questions, if anything. But we obviously know the knockout power was there. We know he can go 5 rounds. We know he can knock you out at any point in the fight. The power is there, but the output is very low. On the other side of that, we got somebody who, this dude's only 27. I thought he was 40.
He looked 40.
Oh, man, that's shocking. Well, that makes me even more concerned.
But he don't fight like he's 40. He fight like he's 27.
Nah, he fight like he's 40 because he fight like he know what he's doing. He only got one loss in recent history, and that was to Tom Aspinall. It was rather quick. I think they was in a clinch situation, and then Tom Aspinall just came over the side with an elbow and just kind of finished him. It was a quickie. Yeah. You know, Tom first fights would totally be like 5 minutes. Anyway. And he's just one of those minutes in that fight. So,
and that was just kind of a big step up, man. I mean, Sergey has this thing, bro, like where he just shoots for takedowns, and most of the time he gets it. 90% of the time he gets takedown. But against Tom Aspinall, he shot, bro, and he come close.
He looked scared. He fought very scared, and maybe that will help him. But I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna be scared, his next fight definitely got rid of that, because you can say what you want about Greg Hardy. That's a scary dude to fight. Oh, yeah. And he put him away fairly quickly and easily. Just kind of the striking, he was like, I'm not even finna play with that. Got him to the ground, quick ground and pound, and it was over.
I want to say Greg got back up too, and he just got taken down again. Yeah. And he got ground and pounded. Well, it's not like he got taken down once and finished. He got taken down multiple times. And Greg's so big, you know, he couldn't have 300 pounds. It's like a turtle. It's like a turtle on his back.
Yeah, and that's too much weight to be trying to get up over and over. And Sergey he was smart and he just played.
The real question is, can he take down Derrick and hold him down? Because I haven't seen nobody do that to Derrick.
No, but Derrick seems to be different lately. That's my concern. My concern is these last few losses are like, I don't know, it just seemed like, I don't want to say he's giving up.
But he's losing to certain type of guys though. Like the Tuivasas and the Sergeys.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, like even when he fought Curtis didn't come close to getting takedown on Derrick Lewis.
You're right.
So it's like, it make you think though, do Sergey got the style to beat him?
And it's also kind of hard to hold the Cyril Gane loss against him too, because like again, Cyril and Ty was fighting for a #1 contender. So these are the top people in the division. So it ain't like these are no bum. But again, that's why this fight was gonna teach us so much about what's really going on. The Sergey Pavlovich fight. But it was just 55 seconds of weirdness, and drama, and I didn't know what was going on.
You want to tell you what it is? The thing is, Derrick, he's been exposed. When he fought against Ciryl Gane, I think I did make a short about it where Derrick, he tried to blitz him, and Ciryl Gane, he circled to the left, and he didn't come close. And then when he did that, it kind of exposed Derrick. What he does is he blitzes people, and he gets people where they can't move against cage, and he knock them out.
Nah, but he done knocked some people out opening in the center too, man. He done caught Alex.
No, that was Charles Brown.
Nah, Alex got caught in the center too, man. Like right out of the center.
Yeah, but that was big. And that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up, man. Against Alex, that probably should not have happened. Because Alex was beating him up for 3 rounds, and then it was like, 30 seconds left to go?
Maybe 4 rounds.
It was a 3-round fight. At the end of the 3rd round, was it a 5-round fight or a 3-round fight?
I was gonna say that was a 5-round fight. I don't think it went there. Oh no, it was.
It was 3 rounds. It was like 10 seconds left to go. It was like that never happened.
He beat him with 11 seconds left to go,
and he was losing.
Yeah, that's rare.
It's rare, and it won't happen again. It's not gonna happen against Sergey because Sergey's gonna say. Because the thing is, if they would have fought years ago, it would happen to Sergey. And because like a lot of fighters, they'll evolve into say, okay, you did it to him, you're not gonna do it to me. You know what I mean? So Sergey gonna look at what
Volkov.
Oh yeah, he gonna learn from what Volkov did because Volkov did everything right for 3 rounds. He made a mistake, man.
And I think that Sergey knows. He seems to be one of those fighters who's aware of what he's good at and what he's not good at, and what his opponent is good at and is not good at. And he knows basically. I'm gonna say this though. He knows not to stand with Derrick, and he's gonna try to grapple. His name is the polar bear for a reason.
Ooh.
But when Curtis Blades tried that, boy, oh boy.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think that Curtis Blades' loss was a BS. I think it was a fluke, first of all. And second of all, I think Sergey's striking defense is good enough to avoid it. And like I said, if they would have fought 2 years ago, I think Derrick charges him. I'm not even talking about Derrick Lewis from 2 years ago because that's when he was at his best. I'm talking about Sergey from 2 years ago. I think Derrick beats him. I think they beat Sergey from 2 years ago. But because Sergey's striking has gotten better and he's more confident, and more experienced, man. Like the striking alone, he can just jab him.
I think that the ways to beat Sergey, I don't know if Derrick can do it. But I will say, man, this Tom Aspinall one was kind of crazy because he did just only elbow him. Like he just elbowed him once and put him down.
And Sergey got a couple of knockout losses because old dude did the same thing too. Walt Harris. Walt just blitzed him, bro. But at the same time, I think Sergey, he's coming along, but he took down Augusto, man. Augusto hard to take down. That's a big boy.
Yeah, but he took him down and wore him out too, and they had to stop that fight. So if he could do that to Derrick, I don't know what.
50-50 with this.
Look, I'm concerned about Derrick's cardio. I'm concerned about his mentality.
I'm not worried about his cardio. I'm worried about his mentality, man. Because cardio gonna be there. We just seen him go 5 rounds before.
Yeah, but is he training now? You making money? You doing good? That's the things I'm concerned about because the last few fights he looked a little bit kind of like if I can't get the knockout, then I'm a walkout, and I was like,
Derrick's turned to a gatekeeper, man. But if Sergey, the people who beating Derrick Lewis, they get title shots, they go into the top 5. I think that's what Sergey gonna be because that's what happened to Tuivasa. I think he's gonna find a way to beat Derrick, and I think he's gonna be in the top 5.
This is like the Frankie Edgar pick for me. My heart says Derrick Lewis. I want Derrick Lewis to win. Yeah. But, if I'm putting money, if I'm betting the house, my mind is saying I got to put it on the person who... My mind's telling me no. It seemed to be more consistent. And it seemed like Sergey about to enter his prime. And it seemed like Derrick is... I don't know what Derrick doing. If anything, this fight will show us what the other Sergey fight was supposed to show us. Like, where's his mentality? Like, what's going on?
But he already got 7 knockout losses, though, so... And he's not a young guy.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why we need a full fight to see what's going on. That's what I'm saying. The last fight was supposed to show us that, but it was a bunch of foolishness. We didn't get nothing. So I think this fight will show us what we're supposed to show. This is going to be a tough fight to pick. My heart says Derrick. My mind says Sergey. Man, but I hope he don't win, though. I'm just being real. I really don't want him to win because I ain't never going to watch him fight again unless he fighting somebody who can knock him out. I don't dislike him. It just...
He's straight.
He's straight. I just don't never know when he fighting. That's another thing. He got all these fights, bro. I never know when he fighting. All these fight nights and stuff. It's like, I thought he was the other Sergey.
I got to mix up. Yeah. Sergey, I thought they already fight. A rematch?
Man, when they booked this fight, I'm like, oh, they rematched him. Then I looked at it, I said, wait a minute, this is a completely different person. I'm not really excited to see him fight in the future unless he do something spectacular. Then, yeah.